Ninja Turtles itself, that it could be such a not only a success, because I think it was always going to be a success because it was always like a fan base there to want to watch it. But that they
Right.
pulled it off in the way that they did, director Steve Barron and everyone else involved in the film, I think is just kind of remarkable. And to this day, I don't know about you, but there's been several movies, Ninja Turtle movies. To this day, I still think that this one is the best one out of all of them. Do you have the same perspective as well?
100% absolutely agree. And I try not to be like a snob about newer things as opposed to older things. Um, I I like to be open-minded. Like I even liked the new animated movie Mutant Mayhem. I thought that was
Mm.
fun. I thought it was a fresh approach. And even if it wasn't like maybe what I was looking for, but it's like it was a fresh approach and it connected. But this, I think, just was the perfect marriage of the cartoon and the comic, and not even knowing back then that there was a comic. Did you know that there was a comic book source material
No,
for this?
I didn't
Yeah.
know there was a comic book until I remember I was in school here and we used to get a catalog and you could order like books from the catalog through the school. And one of them was like the history of the Ninja Turtles or what have you. And so I was like,
Oh,
oh, that looks great. And so I ordered the book and then going through, I was like, wait, there was a comic book and the comic book looked really grungy and black and white and all that stuff. And I was like, because
yeah.
the only thing I knew was the movie and the cartoon, the comic, I had no idea. So yeah, that was a big surprise for me.
How much older were you when you found out there was a comic?
Uh, well, if the movie came out in 1990, probably like a year or two afterwards, maybe.
Oh, really? Okay, so
Yeah.
I probably was actually in high school before I found out. I wasn't I don't know. I think every book I found didn't go over that, or maybe I didn't look. I went straight to the cartoon part or the movie part. It might have been just my zone of interest back then. And so I think, yeah, when I was later on, just like looking at, oh, there are like these back issues of Ninja Turtle comics, and there were comics at the time, I remember, but I didn't know they actually came from comic books and they were actually dark and violent. And when I learned about what the stories were and then seeing how the movie came about, and it's like, oh, it's adapted straight from the comics.
Mm.
And it's like you please the comic fans, the fans who were there from the very first issue, the people who love the cartoons. You have the humor there, and then you make it sort of you make them merge together into something that's not, pandering to either side, but it works well together. And so like the kids were just like, wow, this is not just a cartoon. This is like a real grown-up movie. And
Yeah.
Raphael says damn. And that
Mm.
just I remember the theater just lighting up with laughter and things like that. And you see Leonardo, now that I watch it, it's sort of implied that he cuts Shredder's arm now a little bit, but like you fill it with your mind that he slices Shredder's arm, and then it's yeah, it's just cool as a kid because it's like, oh, this is I think I'm getting away with watching this. And so like whenever to get to your original question, when the sequels came out and they were more like geared towards the cartoon audience, it's like fun, but there was that edge that was missing, and they were more developed as characters in the first one, and then the sequels there were caricatures because they were cartoon characters
Yeah.
now. So this one is just it feels like it has it all. It's where, grown-ups can enjoy. There's like, lately I've been picking up a lot of father and son themes, a
Mm.
lot about loss, a lot about growing up and things like that. And as a kid, you don't pick that up. As an adult, you pick that up, and that gives it another layer, on top of everything else. And with the other movies, maybe with Mutant Mayhem, there's a little bit about Splinter's overprotectiveness, but like I just feel like they found the perfect balance with this movie. So this is the best, in my opinion, of any sort of Ninja Turtle feature film.
Thank you for watching the Matt's Movie Reviews channel. Please subscribe for more reviews, podcast interviews, and exclusive content. Also, if you would like to request a review and support my work, please join my Patreon via the link in the description below.